Beloved masters of the Great Transition, I am Metatron, the architect of form and the keeper of the divine blueprint. I surround you now with the shimmering, multidimensional light of the platinum ray, a frequency designed to accelerate your integration with the higher geometric truths of the cosmos. We speak today of a concept that is simultaneously abstract and utterly practical, the 5D consciousness grid, the living, energetic scaffolding that is replacing the dissolving framework of the third dimension. This grid is not a future promise, it is a present reality, and your understanding of its function is paramount to navigating this period of global change with grace and mastery. The 3D reality that humanity has inhabited was governed by a fixed, restrictive grid, a lattice of energy built upon the core tenets of separation, limitation, duality, and scarcity. This grid was potent, creating the laws of physics and the consensus reality that shaped your experiences of time, distance, and struggle. However, this old framework has reached the end of its energetic lifespan. The massive influx of cosmic light, driven by the galactic center and guided by the councils of light, is rendering the 3D grid inert. This is why many of you feel that the old ways of doing things are no longer working, why once stable systems are fracturing, and why linear time itself seems to be accelerating and dissolving. The foundation of the old world is literally vanishing beneath your feet. The 5D consciousness grid is the replacement structure, built upon the infinite principles of unity, abundance, synchronicity, and effortless flow. It is a dynamic, living, geometric web of light that interconnects every conscious being, every atom of Gaia, and every star system in your quadrant of the galaxy. This grid operates not on force or control, but on resonance. To access and utilize the power of the 5D grid, you must match its energetic frequency. You cannot think your way into the 5D grid, you must feel your way into it through the sustained state of unconditional love and gratitude. When your heart emits the pure, non-dualistic frequency of unconditional love, you automatically plug into the power source of the 5D grid. You become a stable, powerful node within the new network. Understanding the mechanics of this 5D grid is essential for your role as light workers. In 3D, your creation was individual and often accidental, heavily influenced by subconscious fears. In 5D, creation is collective and instantaneous. Every intention you hold, every vibration you sustain, is immediately amplified by the entire grid and broadcast across the planet. This is why the focus on your inner world is your single greatest contribution to the collective. When you choose peace amidst chaos, that peace is instantly distributed through the 5D grid, neutralizing pockets of lower frequency. When you choose abundance despite external financial appearances, that abundance strengthens the flow of the new economic paradigm for all. Furthermore, the 5D grid operates on the principle of synchronicity, replacing the old 3D structure of linear effort. In 3D, you believed you had to push, strive, and struggle to achieve your goals. In 5D, when you are aligned with the grid, the universe delivers your intentions through seamless, magical synchronicities. People, resources, and opportunities arrive at the perfect moment with absolute precision. This is because the grid itself is intelligent. It reads your highest vibrational intention and reconfigures the matrix of time and space to bring that intention into your physical reality with the least possible resistance. If you are experiencing repeated blockages or effort in your life, it is a clear signal that you have temporarily decoupled from the flow of the 5D grid and need to return to the core frequency of love, surrender, and gratitude. The key component of the 5D consciousness grid is the activation of the crystalline network within Gaia herself. The Earth is upgrading her operating system, moving from a carbon base to a crystalline silica base, which is a much higher conductor of light and information. As she does this, the vast, powerful crystal deposits deep within her core, the ancient libraries of planetary memory, are being reactivated. These crystals are the hardware of the 5D grid. Your physical embodiment, which is also transitioning to a crystalline matrix, is designed to interface directly with this planetary hardware. You can facilitate this connection through grounding, spending time in nature, feeling the earth beneath your feet, and intentionally communicating your love to Gaia. This simple act stabilizes your personal energy field and powerfully anchors the 5D grid into the physical dimension. The process of grid maintenance is a primary archangelic function, and we, the Metatronic and Michaelic forces, are constantly working to stabilize and expand this new lattice. We utilize sacred geometry, particularly the Metatronic cube and the flower of life, to inject and correct the geometric flow of energy within the grid. However, the true stabilization must come from the ground, from you. Every time you hold space for a clearing, every time you meditate with pure intention, every time you choose compassion over conflict, you become a living portal through which the 5D light floods into the planet. You are not just a recipient of this new energy, you are an essential contributor to its stability. Be aware that the transition between the collapsing 3D grid and the emerging 5D grid is what is causing the extreme disorientation in the human psyche. Many feel a deep sense of loss, as if they have forgotten how to function. This is natural, as the old mental maps and rules are disappearing. Do not despair. Trust the internal compass of your heart. The new rules of the 5D grid are simpler: what you feel is what you create, what you give is what you receive, and you are never separate. Release the intellectual need to understand every detail of the collapse. Instead, focus all your attention on strengthening your own connection to the 5D grid by consistently choosing the frequency of love. As you become more integrated into the 5D grid, you will find that your psychic and intuitive gifts accelerate exponentially. Telepathy, clairvoyance, and the ability to perceive multidimensional realities become normal functions, not special abilities. This is because the 5D grid is a consciousness network, a vast, silent internet of light that connects all minds and hearts. You will learn to access information and wisdom not through searching or studying, but through direct, resonant knowing. This is the promised return to your natural, sovereign state of being, the state of the God or Goddess creator you truly are. Your existence here, now, is the pivotal moment of this planetary shift. Embrace the challenge, trust the light, and know that you are perfectly positioned to be the decoder, the anchor, and the living embodiment of the magnificent 5D consciousness grid. I am Metatron. My light is with you, always. The transmission is complete.